E olha eu aqui de novo. Sejam muito bem-vindos ao Universo Troféus Bastion. Vamos lá. Progresso do jogo até o momento: 20%. Troféu mais recente: Vigilante. 6 bronze, 1 prata e 1 ouro. Vamos nós. Agradecer meus inscritos, pessoal. Comente, compartilhe, critique de joia. Maroto, meu muito obrigado. Bora nós jogar.
He blew through slinger range like it was nothing.
Dá uma olhada aqui nos meus. Certo? Ali, ó.
The dynasty, to the families of the city, all reunited. The slingers, the wilds with their calling.
$5.500. Deixa eu pegar o macho. Vou pegar o. Antes que eu me esqueça. Eu não fiz o machado do. Fazer ele pra que eu vou fazer isso aqui? Pra ir liberando aqui, ó. Liberar esse aqui. E liberando algumas aulas. Esse aqui eu não sei porque que liberou ainda. Pode ser por causa 20% de life. Se abaixa, a gente defender. Pode ser uma coisa assim. Vamos ver se dá certo. Fazendo isso aí antes que eu me esqueça.
The city brought the shards to the
Então fizemos
wilds.
tudo, então.
Now the
Limpando a
kid's
área
gonna
mesmo
bring
agora.
them back.
Definitivamente limpando. Vamos entrar aqui e ver se eu faço pelo menos o do machado e do escudo.
After Zolf's little episode, kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I
Vamos umas
do?
pancadas aqui primeiro.
What could any of us do?
20%.
Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad. But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine. Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating. Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know. kids. Somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go. There's no way out.
Bora.
The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him good.
Não sei se eu consegui.
There is no way. Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know.
Bom, vamos fazer o do machado, o escudo depois eu vejo.
Wherever he is,
Não sei porque aqui.
somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go. The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him good. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella.
Tomar umas pancadas aqui.
What do you say to a kid who's seen too much? I'm Zolf of Guia. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators. Kid can't fall, no matter how hard he tries.
Eita.
Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Kid sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous watering holes. He has the nerve to flash the shield he stole. He's a petty thief. The security's just gonna have to straighten him out.
Aí, peguei do martelo, machadão. Machado já foi, agora falta no escudo.
Kid succeeds where the calamity failed. Would you look at what he did to poor old Ronnie the bartender? Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of the pith, the bull. The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend, he's come undone too. He sees what's left undone. Near lost my train of thought just thinking about that place. The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Bootlickers dig their nasty thorns into his heels. Kid doubles back just in case he missed something.
sei se é pra cá ou se é pra baixo. Vamos ver se é aqui pra baixo, né?
Ever heard of a lung blossom?
Agora eu não volto mais.
It's bigger than the stories
Saco.
say. Hard to get a sure footing in the bog. The breath on that thing, like a scumbag sprung a leak. They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind. Well, the kid prunes it down to size somehow.
Que saco. Tinha alguma coisa lá pra cima. Foda.
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it. A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. Few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place. The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places. Cinder brick stout sure goes down smooth, then stays in your gut like a rock. The Masons, we built the city strong. Now there's only two of us. The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan.
Vamos continuar, bora.
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothus Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. beasts who don't know up from down, still lurking about. These beasts, they don't like company. Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon. They moved quick and quiet. And they struck hard. Even the brushers learned to fear this place. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? A stinkweed. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit. Most of those peckers are smart enough to stay out of Queen Anne's way. Those pincushions been living off the ankle gator's scraps. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch. He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options. Still no sign of the shard. Well, the brusher's way ain't really his style. The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid. They make a tasty snack. Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding. Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the queen. Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around. Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? They use a kid as bait. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running. She's starting to get annoyed. Made her mad. Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushers.
Caiu lá embaixo.
Kid's done what needed to be done. Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel. Fallen malt is filled with crunchy minerals that'll keep you safe out on them rocks. That gator's a crazy gal, but so is the gal who promised to look after her. They said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
Pô, ainda não caiu.
All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it. We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
Por enquanto dá pra ir assim mesmo.
The next shard should be farther out
Mais um
there in
desafio
the
aqui.
wilds.
A lança. Ah, devia ter voltado.
To prepare for the wilds, Ceylonia's
Vamos ver se
brushers
dá pra...
practice at Camp Dauncey. Had to
Aqui
navigate
pegar
a
a
maze of
lança e
pincushions with nothing but a pike.
pegar a lança e vamos.
It's a dangerous test for a dangerous job. Health tonics were off limits at Camp Dauncey. They said they made you weak. Camp Dauncey earned its notoriety.
Tem problema se morrer? Tem que ser rapidinho. A lança tá demorando um pouquinho pra matar. Quando você morre, o tempo para também. Não se preocupa não. Tem 6 pra fazer, né?
The rules said he couldn't use any fancy footwork, just your brains and your pike. The brushers were Ceylonia's field agents, and their training
Vamos voltar
was
aqui
harsh.
então. Ah, vou ter que fazer sair fora.
It's a
Mas o
dangerous
esquema é
test for
esse.
a dangerous job. Sometimes the course was brutal. You had to find a path through the maze as quick as you could.
Em 1 minuto, né? Tem que fazer tudo. Os dois estão aqui para baixo. Então agora, vamos sair aqui e vamos lá aumentar a potência da lança. E colocar mais uma vida. Porque assim que você morre o tempo para, né? Então vamos vir aqui, ó. colocar esse cara aqui.
Live wine so rich, they say it's brought men back from the brink for one last taste. Don't want that thing leaving your hands until you decide it's time.
Peguei mais um.
The inspiration.
Use
A
Forge
forge can
Upgrade.
fashion anything.
Beleza. Agora vamos lá. Um minuto. Acho que é o tempo exigido.
It's a dangerous test for a dangerous job.
Olha, ó.
Sometimes the course was brutal. To prep for the course, the brushers could modify their pikes however they wanted.
Problema.
There wasn't time to squash every pincushion, just the ones in the way. Once you started the course, they made you
Ei,
finish.
caraca. Ah, não. Caí bem ali ainda. Não é pra me cair.
It's a dangerous test for a dangerous job. Sometimes the course was brutal. A good enough run at Camp Johnson
Aí,
can get you
49
promoted to
segundos.
captain on the spot. The wilds ain't so scary now, are they?
E assim a gente completa mais um desafio. Qual que vai ser a próxima arma?
Takes a careful touch to rattle those bones like that.
Como eu tô usando mais essas,
On the inside, a fire bellows ain't nothing like its more popular air-spitting cousin. At least it won't get cold around here with that thing around. If you're feeling low, count on the buttery flavor of our own Bastion bourbon. Finders keepers. That thing wasn't always meant to be a weapon, but there's no denying it now.
As armas que eu tô mais usando, então eu já faço um upgrade aqui. Beleza? Bota o escudo. A lança. Bacamarte e esses dois aqui. Pode terminar. Beleza, então tá aí, né? Mais um pouco. Seguindo aí em Bastion, né? Mais um vídeo, a trajetória do nosso herói. Beleza? Por enquanto tudo tranquilo, tudo dentro do contexto. Beleza? Gostou? Comente, compartilhe, deixa aquele joinha. Eu vou ficando por aqui. Vocês ficam por aí. Um abraço.